I'm about to play you a movie you are all too familiar with. A movie about feeling stuck, feeling burnt out when you just don't feel like doing anything. You're lazy, filled with existential dread that makes you wonder what the point of life is or doing anything at all is. You have zero motivation and you feel guilty about not being motivated, guilty about not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay, well, that was the movie. I'm a glorious actor, I know, but the real reason I'm talking about this is because we've all gone through periods of low motivation, and it's one of the most common questions I get asked. How can I be motivated? Anytime you're experiencing low motivation, it's because you gain some sort of value from your low motivation. You find your low motivation beneficial in one way or another. Self-destructive behaviors provide benefits. If they didn't, then nobody would ever behave self-destructively. If you didn't think there was any value in being lazy, doing nothing, and having no motivation, then you simply wouldn't do it. Anytime we do anything in our lives, whether we realize it consciously or not, it's because there is some value in it. It's important to think about and ask yourself, what is the value that I'm getting right now from doing this? How is this benefiting me in some way? It may be subtle, it may not be obvious, but once you understand where it's coming from and the perceived benefit it provides, it becomes much easier to move past it. The classic example of finding value in self-destructive behaviors is an alcoholic. The reason an alcoholic is because they find value in alcohol. It's an escape from their life. It's how they avoid dealing with their problems. The value they get is escapism. They get to avoid and run away from their problems instead of doing the difficult work of dealing with and understanding them. This is obviously not beneficial in the long run, but in the short term, this is the value. They value escapism the most, so that's what they get. A temporary escape that creates far larger problems down the road. What I've come to learn over the years is that the thing you value most, you will always get. If you're low on motivation, it's because you think there's more value in chasing pleasure on social media, jerking off, video games, or whatever it is you're doing when you're supposed to be doing something else. There's more value in these things for you at the current moment, and you still haven't fully realized the value in being motivated and focused. I can tell you to have a complicated morning routine where you take cold showers, wake up at 6 a.m., meditate, and do every popular trend you see from gurus, all of which I'm guilty of myself in the past. But none of these routines or hacks are gonna change the fact that you still find value in what you're doing in your current way of life right now, which is being lazy and not being motivated. And until you understand that, it's not gonna change. If you're watching this and struggling with low motivation, I can't tell you specifically what value you're getting from your procrastination, avoidance, and low motivation. But what I can tell you is that the buzzwords and motivational porn you hear from people telling you to just do it and just be disciplined is not always enough to solve your low motivation for good. Sometimes if it's something small like taking a new class or approaching a cute girl or just starting that one thing, I think the initial push of just doing it and stop being a pussy can be helpful. But if you want to solve the problem for good, it can only come from understanding the source of it. And the more specific you can get, more specific than simply saying, I'm just not motivated, the better chance you have of understanding the source of your suffering. That's it for me for today. This is something that I was personally journaling, writing, and reading and reflecting on myself because I've gone through certain periods recently where I'm no longer as interested in the things that energized me and really gave me high motivation, and I'm finding myself motivated to do other things. I find I have the energy to do other things like pursue martial arts and train 24/7 while I have very low energy to work on certain aspects of my business that no longer excite me anymore. And instead of saying I'm not motivated or I'm burnt out, I think it's a lot more valuable to say I'm not energized by these certain aspects of what I'm doing, and how can I either get re-energized by them or how can I change the way I view them to solve that level of lower motivation. These are some of the things that have helped me, these thoughts, these ideas, these reflections. If they helped you, then make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications to watch more videos like this. And you definitely want to click the first link in the description to follow me on Instagram, and click the second link in the description to sign up to be notified when my new jewelry brand, Roan Jewelry, is being released. This necklace is going to be part of the jewelry brand. The rings, they're still coming. The rings, they're not finished yet. The final samples I get in a few days. So maybe you'll see them on my Instagram. You'll see the sneak peeks of them on Instagram. So make sure you sign up to get notified. There's only a few limited pieces coming in. There's limited stock, but these pieces are so amazing. I spent months and months and months making these. They're premium grade, high quality 925 sterling silver, which is the same exact silver used by luxury brands like Louis Vuitton and Gucci, but you're going to get them at a fraction of the price, and you're going to get them with all of my love, and you're going to get them in the best possible way. So if you guys want to see that, then click the links in the description, and I'll see you guys very soon.